Howdy, Dennis Bradford here. Let's think some about being, feeling, and doing better. What's the Promoting Peacefulness method for dissolving any unwanted emotion? Although the emotional humility method discussed in the previous video can work well, it's not necessarily the best method for everyone. The Promoting Peacefulness method is the method that I most recommend. So, in terms of practical importance, this may well be the most important video in this playlist. Remember that, since peacefulness is already real, it's only a matter of dissolving obstructions to it. Those obstructions are unwanted emotions. In attempting to dissolve an unwanted emotion, notice that you're accepting responsibility for your emotional health. That's really the first step. Without that degree of maturity, you'll be nothing but a prisoner to your emotions. You'll be as out of control emotionally as children. It's much better to gain control to free yourself from emotional bondage. Next, single out, identify, pick out the unwanted emotion. How? Think of the situation that's giving rise to your being upset. Then notice where in your body you are feeling it. Try to pinpoint its location exactly. Instead of selecting just a general area, such as your throat or stomach, try to focus exactly on the center of the sensation. It may help to put your forefinger over it. Just notice it. It may move and shift locations. Just stay with it. It may become stronger or weaker. Just keep focused on it. The third step is to accept it unconditionally. Surrender to it completely. Let it hurt. It won't kill you. This seems counterproductive. You may be in the bad habit of distracting yourself from feeling unwanted emotions. That's a terrible habit. An unwanted emotion is part of your life, isn't it? If you fail to accept it, you're fighting with yourself, which makes you a guaranteed loser. Think of it as like a crying baby. What does the baby want? Attention. When we hold and rock and soothe the crying baby, it will eventually stop crying. Would it be better, say, to lock the crying baby in a closet in the basement so you don't hear its cries? Of course not. Don't distract yourself from your emotion either. It's just as foolish. Instead, give it your complete attention and loving acceptance. It's that simple. Just be with it. The fourth step is simply to keep attending to it for as long as it takes. Often the sensation will disappear in just 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes it may take several sessions over the course of a few days. It doesn't matter. Just attend to it as long as you are able to feel it at all. There's no correlation between the intensity and importance of an emotion and how long the process takes. Sometimes an important emotion that you've been suffering from for years may dissolve in a few minutes. Sometimes a rather unimportant emotion may take several sessions. There's nothing to think about or judge. Just keep noticing it. Do not try to make it go away. Resisting it will only perpetuate it. Don't fight feeling it in any way. The key is unconditional positive regard. Love it until it dissolves naturally. The fifth and final step is to ensure that it's completely dissolved. Don't be satisfied with just reducing its intensity. Don't be satisfied with reducing it 95% of the way. Stay with this promoting peacefulness process until the unwanted emotion has completely vanished. To check, think about the initial situation that gave rise to the emotion. Does it bother you at all? If so, you have more work to do. If not, it's disappeared, and it'll never come back. Sometimes unwanted emotions come in layers, and it's important to continue working through all of them. Peacefulness is a neutral feeling. There's simply no sensation left. If you happen instead to feel a positive emotion such as joy, that's fine. but it's unnecessary. That's it! Master this one method, and for the rest of your life, you'll have an effective technique for freeing yourself from any unwanted emotion. Both this technique and the one in the previous video raise important questions. I answer some in the next video. Meanwhile, if you have an unwanted emotion, please use it to test one of these methods for yourself. Let's end emotional distress.